I've tried to get into the habit of making sure that YouTube doesn't have like as much of a waiting screen as Twitch does. Twitch needs a little bit to send out the notifications, but with regards to YouTube, because they're partially archival, like the idea of people having to wait through like setup time. Like who do I look like? No, I am in fact Hero Girl. Hey there, heroes. My name is Hero Girl. I'm your friendly local neighborhood hero tuber. I'm here to let you know that it is once again 8 o'clock on the western seaboard. So it's time for another chill, sleepy time stream. My husband's actually off this week, so I don't really have to worry too much about being too loud strictly for his sake, but you know, we're still practicing the comfortable. Speak of the devil. That one. And just like that, Cal in the box. Hey, thank you thank you so much for stopping by. And just like that, husband comes in to the wife to do some Beyblades. So we're not gonna hear it all the way out here in the office, but you know, I always love hearing about husband and wife having fun together. As I mentioned that we got the wife the big Beyblade launchers for Christmas. That's just made the experience a lot more fun. And it's also gotten husband, now that we're like past Boxing Day and all that, husband's been checking the local Walmart for all the extra Beyblades that he can find. So there's one thing my husband loves, it's collecting stuff. Okay, so right, we're getting back to our regular schedule. Finished editing V Chronicle stuff today, so tomorrow I'm going to do the final quality check, do the rendering, and then hopefully have that published on V Chronicle's official YouTube channel. So be on the lookout for that. 4 weeks, we're going to have the next monthly V Chronicle collab. We're going to have, I believe, let's see. Today we did solidify that we're going to be playing Portal 2. We're going to run some Portal 2 collab. Meantime, I'm going to be just trying to figure out what to cut from this. I need to make 7 more cuts. These I do not want to cut. These are like the whole reason I want. This is the new direction for the deck. So we're playing Titania, Voice of Gaia today, and she's actually kind of really hard to make a deck for, surprisingly, because your goal is to do the meld into Gaia Incarnate, but you need to have Argoth Sanctum of Nature out, and you need to have at least 4 lands in your. So that's 3 conditions that we need. And I've been trying really hard not to just make a, you know, basically a landfall deck that Zuza would be a lot better at helming, or a Puck or something like that. Like, I really want to try and find something that's Titania. I want there to be a reason to run Titania as the commander, rather than just running a Puck deck or the deck and then sticking Titania at the head of it. So I've been bashing my head against that for like the past week or so. It's basically been my entire Christmas vacation. You gotta go green. You gotta go green for the holidays. So if I can just like pick out the 7 cards I need. So far, what I'm kind of leaning into, the idea of turn 1 ramp. We have all of the 1 mana dorks that we do. Into turn 3 ramp into some sort of draw, or even Titania with protection. I'm missing a lot of the instant speed. A lot of heroic. Maybe I just can't. Oh, I would love to be able to grab, like, say, lock with them. Eventually, I think getting the Colossus in here Be pretty nice. Like, if we can get a Sundering Colossus eventually into our collection, then being able to go play Sundering Colossus, we lose a land, they lose anywhere from 1 to 3 of their lands. Naturalize our own Sundering Titan, and back with like a let's see, God Pharaoh's Gift. That was what we saw in the Ashnod deck a little while back. It's actually really nasty. I think this is actually a really good reason to want to play Titania. If you play a lot of the mulch style effects, then God Pharaoh's Gift can actually be a strong enabler for this. Just want to try and like figure some stuff out first. We do need to make 4 more cuts. Right now our 39 minimum for what we want to do. We don't want to like high end. Perennial Behemoth is a placeholder for Ancient Green Warden. I keep forgetting it has Crucible. Is it in addition to being a Pine Harmonicon? So it's a slot there. We have enough creatures that Garden Project works out. Microspawn is a way that we tutor our Goth while also taking off the opponent on land. That's kind of the second plan. Having cards, Dust Bowl, Acidic Slime, and Sowing that can set the opponent back on land. So we have just over. Scrap. Might cut the Spring Riot. Spring Bloom. The Mega Horn I want to hold on to because the artifact ramp is so they want to slow down treasures. I also want to test this card out as a it's just like an artifact stacks type card. Well, the first I tried the deck out, I actually gets like 2 decks a row. And pointed land destruction, it was that's also just like how it be sometimes, right? We are running Nissa and the Immortal Sun, but that's partially because I am aiming to go much harder on an artifact draw. And being able to shut down Planeswalkers is nice since we don't have a lot of removal. That's the other thing. Because Titania is only a 4, we're missing a lot of the power that would actually let us do a lot of fight and bite spells. Like we could with Budget Pock. Let's see. Here might. Even though Cavalier's like decently strong. Probably taking out too much. Cut those just so that we. Well, that wasn't so bad. We're at the 10-minute mark. Honestly, I guess if it's like, you know, within this first 10 minutes, it's fine to have a couple of cards you still need to cut out, right? Right. Alright, so we have Lotus Field. That's pretty good at getting some lands into graveyard. We also have Harrow. Frillback is here. Lotus Field with Harrow is a little bit of a number, though. That one ring is for some. I think we can keep this because we have the one. Oh wait, no! I want to. I forgot. One of the key things I did want to start making sure I was doing was mulliganing to find a 1-mana dork. So that's been kind of the other thing, is trying to actually get the learning sequencing with Titania has been a little weird. That is Thalia. That's a surprise. Alright, so Lapis Seiju. Play Titania first though. Titania blocks Thalia. We get some extra life off Lotus Field. Also got Throwback. Throwback doesn't do. Off the top. Sacrifice both of these. Oh my god, I can hear the ripping from those Beyblades. Thalia? That's brutal. That is actually really brutal for me. Of all the cards I was expecting in the Braylon Heir Apparent deck, okay. The Heir Apparents are getting out of control. Let's tap 2 untapped creatures you control, add a mana of any color. Tap 3 untapped tokens, draw a card, tap 4 untapped tokens, currently got the 1. Alright, well... I can do the 1 ring now. I can also do Acidic Slime to take them off red, potentially, but they're a Heir Apparent deck, that's not going to matter as much. What do I do? I think what I want is... I don't want a hero, although I can't. Actually, you know what? Because this is basically pays for itself. Alright. So then... sacrifice the forest. And shoot. I didn't think about this. Let's just go ahead and ourselves the extra. That's actually gonna matter. Now we already have the 4 lands we need to trigger Titania. We just need to search for that land. We're gonna be able to do now. I also got Acid Slime. 4/4 gains trample, not indestructible. Yep, that's a lot of bunnies. Tap 3 untapped tokens to draw cards. So that's a lot. Perfect. Oh, and there's the leveler. So then, why don't we just... And then, this is just sacrifice. Snow covered land, get some more lands. Okay. Oh, did we not? Oh, did we not draw with that? Sucks. All right. No attacks. Yes. We're actually gonna do it. We're gonna get to make our giant woman. I'm just gonna go now. Oh, look, another land. Okay. Oh, that's more hair apparent. They could be running as swords to plowshares, actually, honestly, and that would be really god-awful for me. They're probably digging for an answer, in fact. Although Thalia does make that a little awkward, because now it means they need more mana to play than swords. What am I talking about? They have all swords they need. This is... That's too many bunnies. It's way too many goddamn bunnies. Like, wow, okay. This is actually insane. Like, so earlier this weekend, I was playing against another Heir Apparent deck that went like turn 1 giant green rabbit. Also, yeah, this is a BF protection, so like there's no. I probably could have gotten full control to like tap this up. Okay. Because, like, god damn it. I should have gone full control so I could have actually tapped the one random response. Urza Cave does not get us there. I think they got 8. 9, 10. They have so much power. Like, Titania is factually just not going to get through there. I can start making lands to punch. Yeah, we're factually walled out by a row of rabbits. +4 untapped. I don't know how we get through this. Because they have 15, 19, 21 rabbits. So that's a massive amount of counters on Halen. Just don't. Get in there, chat. Like we're getting. We even have like a way to like. I think I have to crash in. I think I could just crash in. I could have Titan of Industry, protect Titania. That's just too many goddamn rabbits. Like, they don't even have to, like, block. They could just take it. If they block with that, I am going to eat all the tokens first, I guess. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's GG's. Alright, well, we got to do the thing. That's a start. We just have no way to interact with the deck, with that specific deck. I wish that it would put the trigger on the stack. Because I could have tapped the one rain to try and draw through stuff. Like, that doesn't actually affect the outcome of the game itself. But that's something I'm going to have to keep in mind. Also, like, the Titania. No, not the Titania. The Thalia. The Thalia was surprisingly brutal there. We have to try and find our turn 1 play. Traverse does not get us there. This gets us there. Question becomes, can't attack or block unless there are 8 or more creatures. I think we put back the conduit. Try and ramp up to the Immortal Sun. Yeah, play the Delighted Halfling so we can play Titania. Or wait, no, because we're with the Utopia Sprawl. We're always playing the Ghost Quarter here. That might have been bad sequencing. I might have been supposed to play the Bird of Paradise or the Utopia Sprawl, so I have a chance to actually play Archduous Charm on. That's a lot. That is a lot. This is also awkward. This is. So they have the Enigma Jewel, which pays for active abilities, Arcane Signet, Relic of Legends. Like, they've just turbo ramped out. Which we have the Silverback Elder here. But... oh, the Enigma's Jewel can pay for cycling, right. That is relevant. It's real. Halfling does mean that Immortal Sun can't. So 5. If we could draw another card, we just get to resolve Immortal Sun. So where's that? Really needs us to hit another green source. Discard a card or sack a permanent. Its power is equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard plus 1. Fathomless Descent. Understood. Tireless Provisioner. Not a card. I think we just rinse. Can't attack or block unless they have... or... ah, yeah. Yes. Draw a card, then discard a card. Wait, what? Hold on. When you discard a card this way, target player mills cards equal to its mana value. What? They discarded Toxrill? Or... no, they discarded the room card, and now this is... disgusting. Oh, I hate... oh, I see. I see. I did not read the card, and now I got got. Now this is actually just, like... damn near lethal coming at me. Well... I have to block this now to preserve the majority of my life total. Was not expecting that. Discard a card this way, turn player mills equal to mana. And now they have an Ancient Breath. I think we're cooked. Because nothing I play can just deal with all this. The creatures they have in the graveyard, it's Toxrill, Ringfang. They could potentially low roll it. No, it's just X creatures, not mana value. Yeah, okay. I've never had the Ancient One deck that I have seen has just been like shockingly impressive. Like, I'm astounded by the speed there. Discard a card, discard a room card, mill an absolute shit ton of cards. Get got. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that one. That's actually a pretty viable reanimator right there. Elvish Mist. Okay, this is like the perfect hand here. As long as we... whenever an opponent discards a card, exile it from their graveyard with a stash counter. During your turn, you may play cards you don't own with stash counters. Pay for each opponent discards only activate at sorcery. Understood. So, Elf is getting straight up. Potentially Thoughtseized. No, it's a Jet Medallion. We're cool to play the tribute to the tree here. Yep, there's Tiny Bones for 1. Now they're gonna Thoughtseize us. Let's see. Discards a card, exile from the graveyard with a stash counter on it. So this actually just like kills our own lane, right? I think I have to cast. This thing also just takes lands. We don't want them to have the one ring whatsoever. I think I have to lose the orb here. Now, this does give us protection for the turn 2, so they can't just Thoughtseize more stuff out of our hand. We're going to get a chance to go Catacombs, Cultivate. Then, at the end of their turn, the one ring. We might be able to actually just, like, orb for a while. I will play Excavator. Now that is a and they can get a Cultivate. Is what it is. Dire Reach Sanitarium is actually a problem. We're gonna have to. We have cards that can hit those quarters. Got more act bounce serving this other pain card. Each player discards a non-land, or player discards a card during their turn. We're just gonna. Alright, so they get Cultivate. We get Mind Stone. But now they can also make us discard the Mind Stone. Children. Pretty sure. Let's crack this first. And we have a Primeval Titan. This is going to be really interesting. Are going to lose a life here, fortunately. Alright, our turn. We draw. Style. Okay. We have to play Primeval Titan. I don't think there's a... The Titan of Industry is actually really, really bad. It's bad because we're just mana short. Take our draw. We're going to grab Argoth, of course. We're also going to grab, I think, not Dust Bolt. Lotus Field could actually be a good way to get. Where's Matt going? The Gyre matters a little less now. So then, Nykthos is also an option. I think we actually have enough. You lose land. Like, as long as we can protect the Titan of Industry somehow, we can make this comeback. Tiny Bones does just... Nope, there goes Primetime. Well, Primetime also did its job, so... Play Titania, hopefully start... here. Like, okay, they're out of gas. Tiny Bones can do stuff. Tiny Bones can make us discard a Mind Stone. Then they get a duplicate of more Mind Stone. Throwback is also an option here. Love the medallion and Prismatic Vista, I am happy to see. And that's what's giving them their gas. This is gonna be tight. It's gonna be really tight. Just literally just because of Shouldered. But yeah. Ow? Ow, I think I want to say. But we can't actually play the Prismatic Vista anymore. That sucks. I can... I think we're just dead. I think we just got fucking egg-racked out of this. Oh, right. That's not a May. You know what? God damn it. That was brutal. Yeah. That was really bad. What happened there? Tiny Bones is just like the greatest thief in the multiverse. Eat your heart out, Dak Faden. We did manage to draw quite a few cards. I just didn't feel like I ever had a scenario where I could get Titania down faster to help mitigate some of this. Yeah, Shoulder just punished like the one thing this deck was trying to actually get its claws going for. I'm currently working on the assumption that I think Titania needs to be able to leverage its life. Alright, so Galto Primal Hunger. This deck is gonna be just like completely run over us. Guardian Project can help out with that. You have a Utopia Sprawl. Virtuous Strength also gets a pack of card. Birds of Paradise. Now we're in a question. Yep, there's the Delighted Halfling. There's Drawbridge. Give Galta Haste. We have a turn 3 play in Titania. Both of these come into play tapped. I'm going to do that. I think we get Guardian Project down first. So that way we can try and draw into our outs. Stand up against... Never mind. Nissa is here. And Nissa is unfortunately way too hard to get. Yeah, let's play the Hidden Nursely. Let's play Titania. Let's try and stabilize. It's... wonder how the hell we're gonna actually beat Nissa when she ults. I guess this hand just wasn't ever gonna beat it. Whenever another creature control enters, Railway Brawl would be... Oh. You know what? Spike, take out your land. Yep. Okay. Run over once again. Brawler is an interesting idea, though. Theoretically, go play Brawler, merge and meld into Titania. Do we even have Brawl? We do. So, like, that is a very real card that we can potentially play. Reach, trample. It's an Outlaw Thunder Junction card. Look, what is it with Outlaws of Thunder Junction and just absolutely destroying the meta? Like, no, seriously. All of the super pushed cards from this past year that I can think of come from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Like, pretty much all of them. And like, green specifically is a pretty big offender. Like, Getrog Monster, that's a really good one. Bristly Bill, like, of course, the Railway Brawler is here. Plot ends up just being surprisingly good. Both for that and the one that draws cards. Marchese is another really good one. Disgusting. Like, Outlaws of Thunder Junction was just a mistake in so many ways. What are we gonna do about it? That was not a matchup where I could build up to progress. That just was not what the game was about. I'm trying to go fast, but I'm also trying to go long. Maybe the Vine Soul Spider can actually do that now. We're doing a surprisingly decent job. Knowing. Like, is this a deck that wants to go long, or is it a deck that wants to go fast? I think it's probably on the longer end, right? Because Titania just will eventually win. There's the Argoth. It's Bamboo Grove as well. Provisioner. We have turn 3 plays and to turn like draw here, but with the Argoth we could potentially start. Okeba wants to get additional steps. Upkeep steps specifically. There's going to be a lot of triggers that we have. As Foretold is a really scary one to get early on. So we can get down Spelunking or Provisioner next. We could even potentially play Titania herself. Always Nykthos. Always smack in. Spelunking makes it so that way our lands come to play untapped. This is either they have a kill spell, and what kill spell would work? It'll push. Bolt doesn't do it. I think it's safe to go ahead and play Titania now. We have a Virtuous Strength to get back our Argoth if that ever becomes relevant. Gate to the Manaborn is interesting. Let's go combat, punch in. Nothing happens. Go ahead, attempt the Spelunking. This probably gets countered, right? Okay, yeah, it does get negated. Let's play Gate to the Manaborn first. Theoretically, play the Tireless Provisioner. I would like to be able to build up so that we... Hello. Alright, once again, go combat, swing in. Do what they do. Perfect, we're happy about that. Yeah, this is probably correct. Go ahead, play the Provisioner. Provisioner eats a mana drain. Wolf. That's gonna be really good for their acceleration. I'm gonna hold on to this Haywire Might. I don't want to just play the Haywire Might and then have it bolted. Yep, there's a Fatal Push, or that. Because they're gonna try and get out like a Sharknado or something. Or could they just fucking play Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh? Why not? Alright, it's bear time, I guess. Here's Tribute to the World Tree. And then... Oh, gosh. I'm going to play Virtuous Strength specifically so we can get back... The creature's going to go away. Let's go ahead and get back... a land. Although I guess if I'd been thinking, I could have just gotten the fetch land instead, so that way the Haywire might could hold up its ability. So, whoops. A 3/4 does actually threaten Nickel Blaster, funnily enough. They get my Golden Goose, which is a block. Strictest sense of the word. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1 away from being able to cast Virtuous Strength. I think I just make bears. Go combat. I mean a Bolas. Yep, Goose is gone. Go ahead, do that. Go ahead. Make bear. They have a chance to respond to the trigger. Now it in fact 4/4 bear. Snapcaster Mage. Cast Fatal Push, target the bear? Yep, that works. Alright, so we're in a race right now. Bolas is just going to keep ticking up. And I just kind of have to hope that Bolas doesn't draw them a card off my deck. That really impacts... Ugh. Why do they get to cast it for free? This is disgusting. If for whatever reason they tap out, I guess I can play Virtuous Strength. But then... Well, now the Haywire Mite just does not get through to Bolas. So that sucks. Also, what is this? 7 damage to target opponent, creature, or planeswalker I control. Okay, so this pays for itself. No! I wanted to tap that for mana. Fuck. All right, Shame Scoop. Shame Scoop. All right, that was we were honestly okay. So like we are losing these games, but weirdly enough, this is still the most successful this deck has been so far. Like that is just the truth. Proof of concept wise, the deck feels a lot closer to what I want it to be. We're just missing a lot of the interaction I think this deck needs. This deck needs to run Kenner's Transformation. It needs to run the Bestow variant. If I had Song of the Dryads or Lignify on Arena, I would scream and hiss and curse at the breaking out the color pie, but I would absolutely play them in Titania because that's just exactly what she needs. Delighted Halfling. I'm going first. Lila, undefeated Slick Shot. Prowess, whenever you cast a multicolored instant sorcery from your hand, exile that spell instead of putting it into the graveyard, and then it becomes plotted. It's disgusting. We do have Halfling into Oracle and Cosmo, though. I think that's exactly what we need. Unless you control Forest, I am all about that. Let's play our Halfling. There's like a 50-50 shot that I think the Halfling gets bolted. Does not get... Well then, we are in business. Let's go ahead and play a big lady. Now Broker's Hideout gets us additional land. We've got Cosmo Elixir coming down. Potentially Oracle. Thermo Alchemist. Silverback Elder, that is also a good one to hold because we just keep gaining life. I think I'm okay with that. I also got Oracle and Room Map Excavator coming up. Yep, there's Lila. So with the Thermal Alchemist, they're definitely going to be playing a lot of the cantrips. Playing additional land at each of your turns. Play with a top card revealed. I think we want to get the Oracle in case our top deck is land. But the Broker's Hideout does let us reshuffle. Just grabbing basic. Yeah, basic here. Hey, Nykthos. I will gladly take that. Okay, yeah. It's lagging just a little bit. I think the prowess is actually like really, really scary. But I think I attack when they're tapped out. And then Manglehorn will draw us a card. If I can get the Room Map Excavator out, I do get double hideout, but that's assuming that the Oracle Moldiah lives. That is a big if. Yeah. Oh god, and the Cosmo Elixir too. That's brutal. Because like that was our primary form of card advantage coming up. And they just get to cast the Prismari again next turn. So yeah, we're gonna need the Silverback here. You always have for codes. You potentially trying to think if like I want to play the Excavator, but I think I always hold off on that. I think I go Forest. I think I always go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't feel good. But it is what it is, I guess. And then... yeah, I think we're just getting life here to try and, like, weather all the extra burn damage that's coming in. We're just punching back. Like, we do have the Shifting Woodland. Becomes a copy until end of turn. So the Elixir would turn on. Creature, artifact, land, so any sorcery instant. We have a Manglehorn. We are going to play the Excavator. We can play the Hideout. Get some more land drop off that. And the Silverback is just like big. It's also adding a lot of devotion to Nykthos. They're probably playing Stone Rain though, if we're being honest. Like, Stone Rain with Teach by Example would set me back by literally 2 lands. Rouse Storm Conduit. Whenever you cast a copy and insert sorcery, he does deal damage, so like I was correct, the Silverback Elder just helping out does help. Double cast the Prismari command, potentially. That would be 4 damage. That would let them shoot Titania. We do get a chance to replay Titania. I guess they could have a bounce spell. They could have Fading Hope, bounce Silverback back to hand. Yep, they are going to attempt to try and burn down the Silverback Elder. That would do it. Like, the Silverback saves us a lot of damage that way. Now they just play Bolt. Oh no, they're going to eat a Braid for that. So that did like draw us a ton of cards. It does mean that we use the Elvish Mystic to block? No, they're not. Okay. They still have... no, they don't. They don't have Prismari. We can actually play this Behemoth. That's good. can also blow up the treasure. So then let's do that. Let's play Manglehorn, blow up their treasure. This also means that any treasures that they create are gonna come into play tap. That's gonna hurt their tempo a lot. Alright. Then Titania at Ral. Ral's like literally their gas. Ooh, they're gonna block with Alchemist. That's huge for us. I'm willing to block with the... Here's a 2/7, by the way. Two 7's actually going to be decently hard for them to shoot through. They've burned through 2 pieces of artifact removal. They probably have a third. The expressive iteration. Becomes plotted so they can cast again next turn. Vaccine Bauble. I don't know. Vaccine Bauble is actually a card to consider if you go up against Emery a lot. Like if you find that the matchmaker's putting you up against Emery. That's a good one. I really want to see if we can get that 4th card type. So we can start getting our card back.
This ought to be good.
This also just means like I'm not attacking Ral with the Manglehorn since that dies to Layla. They've got 3 cards, expressive information coming up. There's Druid class. Alright, let's attempt to resolve Druid class. A Storm deck like this probably is not running... any sort of counter magic. So let's see that. Fun. This is 3 mana. Haste, toughness, equal number of lands you control. Yeah. I guess I don't mind putting that in the shifting woodland, right? Probably not. Now if it just means like immediate pressure. We also just like have enough mana that I think I hold on to the excavator. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and level up the shifting woodland. Let's just like beat face. Alright. Go to combat, swing these 2 over here, swing woodland over here so that way they like just have a clock. Like they can protect Ral this way. Looks like they're going to. I'm not too worried about losing Titania to any sort of spell. Alright, so that is Bone Crusher Giant. That does mean that Layla stays. I hope that doesn't... I hope that isn't what gets me. Like, I am at 32 life. We have already, like, weathered a shit ton of damage. But I did really need to make sure Ral was threatened, I guess. Flame of Andor destroys an artifact, so there goes Behemoth. Also, this is a rogue. This is a wizard, so they get to draw 2 cards as well.
Feel the fury of the tempest.
Like, I'm trying. I'm really trying here. But these decks are designed to just, like, go, 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 go. And Lila just, like, giving them more gas is part of why we need to make sure we slot in our removal. Manglehorn doing its job, though. That's not... And yeah, we are losing the Shifting Woodland. So there goes our big-ass beater. And, yep. Draw 2. They draw 2. We can't reuse the Druid class, unfortunately. I will just replay Titania and go into hideout as much as I can. Vadric is a real problem, actually. Like, Vadric is probably the biggest problem here. Sprawl. Just look just free. Make sure that we're not using the mana that we're tapping to pay for the Sprawl. They have a chance to respond to that. Oh, we lost our halfling. Alright, so do they have a wash away for this? They have a memory lapse. It's kind of like... it's gonna cost me 7, 4, 5... I don't... This sucks. This really sucks because I feel like they might just get it. I only have 5 mana for this. I'm almost definitely losing Excavator. I don't have the card types to make what's work. Like, we're not out of this, but... yeah, we do get the extra land drop because of Druid class, right? Like, that is not irrelevant. I just can't do anything. Until we, like, draw any of our outs, we're just doing our best to not die to when they draw Time Warp. Or Time Manipulation, Alfred's Epiphany, Cards Sundering, Temporal Mastery. I think I'm almost out of the forest. Like, if I see one Time Warp, like, that's it. Because already Rao's going to copy it. Lila's going to let him cast it again for free on the next turn. Honestly, maybe Lila actually is just, like, the coolest deck for that, now that I think about it. Like, if all you want to do is play blue-red turns, you can scarce do better. Or worse. Alright, replay Titania. Don't tell me you've got washed away. No? Okay. Okay. Here's Lotus Field. Resolve Lotus Field, sack 2 forests. Alright, well, that's 4 lands. Can't attack through. I got nothing. Honestly, you know what? This is just so, like, here's the thing. Storm decks are storm decks, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Layla or Vadric or Rao, Monsoon Mage or anything like that. Like, you are playing a bunch of spells and you're playing extra turns and cantrips and all that, and you are basically playing this with an eye towards going off. Like this is a very play solitaire type color combination. At the same time, I think if I were to play this, I'm starting to become convinced that Layla actually is like just what I want to play. Oh, whenever you discard one or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many. With Barrel, that's disgusting. I actually kind of really like this. I am gonna take this. The treasures coming in play tapped is actually being really big right now, maybe? Theoretically? Oh, really? Right in front of my salad? I drew a forest after thinning out all those forests, and I only have 2 more in the deck. No attacks, past turn. I mean, if I draw an Argoth, Titania's a win condition now. Add instant sorcery to hand, so probably Flame of Andor. Yep, that's Flame of Andor, all right. Yep, so now that's going to be another draw 4. Probably wipe out Titania, probably wipe out Manglehorn. Like, unfortunately, I'm just not doing anything else right now. They could honestly start bashing in. They might forget about the Behemoth. I think they did forget about the Behemoth. I think they saw the Excavator and, like, shoot that. Like, but it also does just, like, copy the modes. More importantly, Badrick is reducing the cost and everything as is. Have all the treasure in the world. If they drew the extra time warp card, then, like I said, that's when I scoop. I don't think I'm allowed to just like leave the Bone Crusher Giant unblocked. Like, this does make them cast another spell. They can just bolt the Behemoth now, and I lose my ability to play cards out of the graveyard, but I'm already like 2 forests left anyway. Oh, that's the Immortal Sun. And the Immortal Sun gets blown up by Flame of Andor. So, like, I don't know what you want from me. We are doing literally what the deck is designed to do. We're just in a matchup where we're having an awful hard time closing out the... So, what's this? Spells I cast cost 1 less. At the beginning of my draw step, draw the additional card. So at the bare minimum, we have to wait till Flame of Andor is gone. I mean, I guess I could play the Shifting Woodland in a bit. Max past turn. Yep, and there's the Lightning Strike. The Lightning Strike takes out the Manglehorn. I'm honestly not sure why I'm still playing this game. Like, we're very clearly missing a lot of punch-through power. I don't think I can rely on Titania to be the main finisher. I need to definitely add in some more heavy hitters in here is what I'm seeing. Like, we've done a very good job of just, like, stabilizing the game. But we need to hopefully get something that's not necessarily, like, just big enough. Okay, so that's destroyed artifact, and also that. That also wipes out Elf. Yeah, that's whatever. And now we're just gonna get chunked for a massive amount of damage. They have continuously drawn enough removal that I just cannot do any of this anymore. Actually, you know what? We're gonna just value our time and skip out now because we had no way to close out that game. Which means I've successfully built the deck to be sturdy enough to weather any sort of given storm. But we need cards that will close out the... So let's take a look here. Let's think about this. Cut the Kura for a win condition. Right now, what our win conditions currently are is we have Cityscape Leveler, we have Titan of Industry. These are both good cards that can help end games. Eldrazi is probably what we're looking at. Immortal Sun does draw us cards. Yeah, but I wouldn't really call it like a haymaker. Like, we only have like 4 of these cards now, I guess. So, what are we looking at? Oh, first let's think about what we're looking to cut. The Immortal Sun. Immortal Sun. But I think once we start hitting 6, we just need to make sure that we're winning the game. Brawler helps a bit. Slime helps a... It's probably not what we're looking for. I think the Behemoth being a placeholder for Ancient Warden helps out. Let's see. Still want to keep Titanus with Conduit. That's fine. Myco Spawn, Oracle, Pock, Guardian. Crucible's helping. The Tribute is helping a lot. I definitely think we're on the right track. Just destroy target artifact or enchantment. Exile product place. Want to hold on to that because we interaction. It's one of the few we have for interaction. Manglehorn. I want to continue to try out a little bit. Cobra, Druid class. Is there a world in which I put Hydra back in here? I think I need to put the Hydra back in here, even though like it's gonna keep bugging me. Priority. So, like, we managed to actually hold on that long against the Storm deck. The problem was we just did not have the inevitability, and also they had all the removal they needed to get rid of our artifact engines. We were really heavily reliant on draw. It didn't help that I think we drew literally drew lands and flooded out. Which, hey, you know, that happens. It's less of an issue if we have 6, that's for sure. Let's think. Oh, Shy is kind of cool. Scoop Mob is a reliable landfall win con, so that's a card we at. Enough of the landfall triggers now. I think we can use it. That does not have triggers. Let's see. If you control 10 or more permanents, I mean, we put a creature and or land from among them onto the battlefield. The rest go at the bottom in a random order. That's actually a card that are running now, I think. Should be big. Deals with immediately. And then we still have to figure out how to fit in our removal. Surak and Goreclaw are pretty good. Backside already has haste. It also already has the tramples. Don't have to worry about that. Foreign Collects isn't bad. This is Star. This is not counters. Like, she puts counters on the list. Search your library for a land card put onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. That does also search for Argoth, so that could be a consideration. Tyrannus Rex is probably my choice. Roadbreaker, exile, artifact, enchantment, or land, and then 5/7. Just gets into like the really big territory. Yeah, I'm. Apache Brontodon actually hits like a truck, right? You put all the lands out, and then it's a trampler, and then it just like eats through a shit ton of damage. Pretty good. Wormcoil Engine, that's also pretty nice. That's on theme. We have a rare wild card. We got that. We got a rare wild card back. We could use that to craft like Steel Hawkeye. Put the Cityscape Leveler in there. There's Void Winnower. Let's see. I think we do. Go ahead and run Ulamog. You just can't go wrong with Eldrazi. Do I want to play Emrakul? Like, I could. I don't know that I necessarily want to, though. I mean, they're going to hard creatures anyway, then sure, yeah. Like, we need removal, and this kind of is creature removal. Emrakul kind of just wins the game. Like, most people are just going to scoop as soon as you cast Emrakul. And Emrakul by herself does end the game because she's literally flying 13 Flample. I don't know. Like, texturally, it's not what I want to do with Titania. Like, I want to make the Gaia Incarnate. So, let's see. What do we got for Elk? Oh, we still have Chemist Transformation, so we need to find room for that. We have Trickster's Elk to help with that. Like, these are both what we like, moving creatures from the occasion, from the situation. And that's what we have to work with. Let's think. What have we not been working with so far? What's something that we don't? Timeless Witness, Conduit, no. These are all fine. I haven't seen Pock. I haven't seen Pock like at all these past 20 something odd games I've been playing. Helps. O'Hare should help out. 37 creatures. And O'Hare can help dig out for Titania, so that does actually matter. I would love to actually like get the get all the mono green gods in here. Don't have all the mono green gods. Don't have Veronis. Unless you control power 4 or greater. Olvari, as long as you control 3 more legendary creatures, she gets +4/+2 at his vigilance. Look at the top 6, reveal a legend, add to hand. 2 mana to cast creature of the chosen type or a legendary spell. I don't have Nylea. I don't have good Nylea. I do have Renata, but that doesn't matter. Don't have God Eternal Ronus. That's like 1, 2, 3 mythics to get all the gods that I would want. Sucks. Okay. I like having Voyage Insider here because it does help ramp with the Nykthos and the Lotus Field. River's Valley helps seek a non-land. Then we can Forge to kick it. Be a card that I take out then. Just gotta cut one more card. We're running 39 lands. We don't. Is Voyaging Sailor? It's just like 2 more pieces of removal plus a couple of bigger win conditions, but I hope that helps. I think we're onto something. I think the fact that the deck doesn't just like outright die when we play the right hand helps. Although Galta did like immediately run over it, that was me keeping a bad mulligan. Even though we do die to just like getting overrun by rabbits, that is a sad state of affairs. That is Rocco Street Chef. This is a Hardened Scales deck. And it is brutal. Razor, Garabrig, Woodland, to Elixir, Kogla to fight, Timeless Witness with Kogla. I think this works. It definitely works with a fetch land. That helps out a lot. So as we go ahead, put in Castle Garabrig. We can actually hold the Catacombs until after Titania comes to play. Because then Catacombs plus Titania means that Cosmo Elixir... Oh, is this a... It's a heist version. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, create a treasure token. Well... Let's see. Heist is just like pulling the card out. Right? It's non-land specifically? Yeah. So that matters. That matters a lot. Having Titania out means that we do have a decent blocker at least, but she can still eat a Swords to Plowshares. Nope, they're gonna cast Rockets. So that's Questing Druid, that's a problem. That's Druid class. Oh gosh. How do we want to do this? I think I need to take Rocco out of the picture like ASAP. So what I'm going to do is get Rocco out. Get the life back. Get our Druid class. If I attack in, they just block with Rocco and then they get the cast Rocco again. We're not about that. Now we're in a position where I can use Harrow, sack a land. Oh, they got my Spelunking. That's really good for them. Okay, they can play Passeju. They're currently ramped ahead of us because of the Spelunking. They also chose to play the Passeju rather than using it to blow up the Elk. Swords is a problem. Oh, right. They used Seek the Beast until your next end step. So they don't get their foyer at least. Razor blocks the Lootmonger. Take 3. That's fine by me. Here's Wooded Foot. So we can replay. Yes. That undoes this. I feel like we just need to make sure we're stabilized. I can... However... Let's go ahead, sacrifice the forest. Grab 2 more forests. Let's come to play. Now Druid class is kind of doing what Titania was needed for. Here's a Cosmo Elixir. Now we get to start refilling. Now we have a Tranquil Throwback. Now we're catching up on the land race. Questing Druid is going to get really huge really fast, so we will hold Kogla to play that. Invasion means that with the Spelunking. Ow. Ow, that hurts. Rocco does get to flip up the invasion unless I willingly sacrifice the Grazer. I think I'm willing to do that just so that way they don't get that extra mana. Like, that means that it has to take another attack. Okay, so there's Manglehorn. That actually matters. Alright, monkey. And we drew a Haywire Mite, which actually gets rid of the Spelunking for us. They can attack with both. I have to block. So, in this case, they can go ahead. They get their land creature. Still haven't drawn an answer to Trickster Elk. Invasion of Gobakon actually doesn't matter too much here. If only because we have Throwback and Haywire Mite. Weirdly enough, the Behemoth would be really good here. The Behemoth would mean... Oh no, it's Urbrask. The game featured opponent's upkeep. The next time they would draw a card this turn. So they exile the top card of the turn. Okay. Well, we do have a land. So how do we want to handle this? We have Urbrask. The Invasion of Gobakon is like the best thing. So we need to have the Haywire Mite. It's non-negotiable. This is probably how we do that. That gives us 2 mana to work with. Go ahead, play Titania. Play out. And then I can attack, blow up the Spelunking, but I need to hold Monkey back as a blocker. Ooh, Prismatic Vista, okay. They're slowly running out of gas, but with Inti out... that's gonna be bad. We need the Haywire Mite to exile the Gobakon before they go to end phase. Because they're gonna swing with Rocco. Rocco's gonna turn into a 4-power creature. There goes Witches. Yep. No blocks. Alright, here's Gobakon. Yep. Second main phase. And for turn. Kami of Whispered... Go ahead and get rid of this now. Notably, the Shifting Woodland is now active. Yep, their creatures do get hexproof. That's fine. We don't... Yep. Now we hit the 1 ring. isn't that interesting. Now we have protection. And that is what they call hog. Hogla doesn't really attack. So let's go ahead. We'll play Prismatic Vista. Go ahead, crack this, grab another forest. Then we'll go ahead, Brawl. That's Azusa. Pass the turn. There's case of the locked hothouse. So, and that's a Tolly. That's a Tolly. I was gonna say, so we're actually starting to take over the game, but if a Tolly comes down, then like, now we're in danger. What do they hit? Kin with transformation. Well, we do have Frillback. We've got Frillback. What did they hit? Soul Partition. Those are both good cards to pull off. Soul Partition probably hits the One Ring, right? Kin with transformation hits Kogla? I keep forgetting that wait, no. Azusa is actually nice here because Kogla can bounce her to get indestructible, so that's relevant. And then Soul Partition targeting what? The One Ring? I mean, that does give me protection again. They get the extra token off of good old Loot Monger. So they do get and they get a redraw. But they don't hit the one. Oh, wait, no. Soul Partition, exiling a Tolly? Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty slick. That lets them get a reroll. And, it's pretty big, actually. So Atali is for sure coming down next turn. We can case out the locked house. We can do a bunch of stuff. The only thing we can't do... Never mind. Alright, so that is what we're doing. And they're just swinging for the hell of it, I guess. Oh, I mean, that does... Yeah. Yeah, that works. Alright, impulse draw. There's Sylvan Scrying. How do we want to handle this now? Imagine we probably want to draw first, right? Let's go ahead, we'll draw first. Azusa helps out a little bit, but not as much as what I want. We're just going to take like a shit ton of damage next turn. Six. This is rough. I think I need to Sylvan Scrying so I can grab Argoth. That's just something I need to do. I could like theoretically try and start dust bowling them. I think I need cast house, cast elf, cry, pass turn. And they get my Nissa. Oh god, this is too good of an Atali turn. This is too good of an Atali turn. They get the Carnosaur. We are very, very quickly falling back behind despite card advantage. So here's hoping. And they hit. You find some prisoners, so that blows up Cosmo Elixir. Blows up Cosmo Elixir.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Amazing. Like, they built their deck very, very well to win these long games. Everything is just straight up gas.
The land shall conquer you.
The good news is they only have 2 forests out. That's like the only good news. Take. They're gonna make their loot mage bigger, right? Yeah, they're gonna make their loot mage bigger. Oh, right, because the kami is already... Sucks. Yep. We're gonna start getting beaten down really fast. We can play Argoth. Soul Cult. They can transform a Tali next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they have no... Oh, casting Ulamog seems pretty good. But then I can't hit a Tali unless I do the frick. Okay. So here's where I'm currently at. Draw off the One Ring. Because I really need to play these extra lands. Sylvan Save Keeper is neat. Let's go Ghost Quarter. Misty Rainforest. We need to play Throwback. We are absolutely blowing up these boots. Yep. And then 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough to cast Ulamog. So then... That's not enough to cast the Cityscape Leveler? Come on, give me a break. Pass turn, I guess. I just ran out of time. Both figuratively and literally. Because at this point, they can transform a Tali, smash in. They can smash in with like literally everything else too. If I somehow manage to get one more turn throughout this, maybe I'm okay. Layla's actually really bad here. I think you just transform a Tali and smack in. I really think that's what you do. Pia Nalar? I mean, I guess you still have enough. Do you still have enough mana to transform a Tali? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You do because your lands also tap. I just have to live through this turn. That means blocking a Tali with something that has at least 2 toughness. But like, I don't think this works. I guess we just need more game-ending threats. Let's think. This blocks some amount of damage no matter what. This is currently what? 12. 16, 20, 27. Like, they're swimming with everything. I have to spend all of my blockers on the stuff. Yeah, I do. So really kind of doesn't matter with the tramplers. Then Titania has to live. So block Inti. There's 5 blocks. Go ahead, shuffle away just that way we can get the extra land. Actually, hold on. How much damage am I taking? 1, 2, 1, 2, 9, 13, 14, 18, 18 plus 8. What if I just like start sacrificing? Nope, it's not gonna let me do it. I took too long to try and figure it out. Oh, I just lived. I just barely lived. I don't think that matters, but like... Oh wait, no, the one wing is gonna fucking... Alright. Past the end. My turn. First activate this, so that we don't just die to the one ring. Alright. The one ring is about to resolve. I can't do that. That kind of works. Hey! And then there's Dust Bowl. So, like, hey, Lamau. Do I have anything fun that I can like tap into here? I can go into Kogla. Does that potentially win? That might win. Exile blocker and blocker. Oh shit. God damn it. I was so close. Oh, right. Okay. You know what? I tried. You know, let's get the opponent the LGGs and just bow out gracefully. Timer was not our friend. That was almost it. That was almost it. We're close. We're close to making this work. That's exciting. That's exciting enough. Like, the opponent's deck was built very, very well for breaking stalemates and making comebacks. I'm shocked that they didn't have anything to do with Rocco, but it's kind of in the same. It's kind of like in that same vein of like, we also had really big, really good cards, and we just didn't see them fast enough. Archdruid's Charm. We go first. We're against Ashna. They're gonna go turn 1 Ashna. We can Arch Druid's Charm. I think this. Yep. All right, now we can go ahead, grab Argo. Next turn, we're going to start making bears. And that's one thing this deck does not have. Never mind. Goodbye, Lamro Elf. Perilous Myrrh. That's a good one. Let's go ahead. Ramp up. Yes. Mango Horn. Let's see how you do against Ashnod. Next turn, I am just going to start making bears. Making bears to block Ashnod because if Ashnod usually doesn't really care about going in. Yep. Do discard card at random, it says. What? I will take the 1 here. It lets them like get another sacrifice effect out of it. But we're not too worried about that. Let's go ahead. Get our gate. Start blocking them back. And then next turn we'll play Titania. Maybe. We'll see. Like, they can kill the token, they can kill the Mango Horn. Now they're gonna sad butt so they can keep getting out you. Yep, sacrifice the Solemn, get the redraw, trade with a bear. They could potentially Fatal Push. Also, just hopefully not going to be in a super rush. Timeless Witness, always happy to see you. I absolutely play the Expedition map. I think I hold on to the Boseiju. I think Boseiju is potentially a card that I play to deal with anything they try and run out. Like a Chamil. Yeah, just like that. It's additional cost, pay for destroy target card, creature, or planeswalker. Or sack an artifact. So they do have to sacrifice one of their power stones to get rid of Manglehorn. And we'll take that. See, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 exactly. Let's grab what helps us out here. Castle, maybe Dust. Double check their graveyard. Honestly, maybe it's even just Pit of Offerings. It might be Pit of Offerings, actually. Go ahead and grab that. Alright, so here's Pit of Offerings, just to, like, get a couple of things out of the way. And then pass the turn. I probably could have attacked with the bear there. Let's see what they do. Noxious Gearhulk. Which one? What card are you going to target there, Mr. Gearhulk? Alright, let's get rid of Chamil. So, yeah, Gear Hulk does destroy Titania. Now we're just kind of in that nebulous space of who's going to keep their stuff out first. Let's see. And then play out the answer, I guess. Razor can jump block. They probably just have more removal for Titania, and if that ends up being the case, well, not a lot we can do about that. I can, let's see, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get the Timeless Witness back and get back the tribute to the World Tree. I would love to do that. I would prefer to wait until we have 2 more lands to do that with. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we need 2 more lands. Gaia Incarnate not having hexproof is part of the problem. Because it does mean that she just dies. There's really not a lot you can do about that. Like, if they just hold up instant speed Baleful, well, now I'm out Titania and Argoth, and that's kind of what I need the Witness for. Get back the Argoth in case something happens to Gaia Incarnate. I think I'm going to take this hit, because if they have like any sort of an edict, like a Shoulder Edict, then I want to hold on to the Grazer as the sacrifice fodder. Now, notably, if we do get the effect, I'm going to float Argoth mana. Ooh, they're looking for removal. They're going to try and get Titania out of the picture. Which, hey, if I can't replay Titania, well then, I guess I just don't worry about it. 3, 5, 7. We have enough to replay Titania. And if the bear can start beating in. Ooh, exile our graveyard. Yeah, that does it. Yeah, I would say that is pretty effective. Nope, now we can play the Blossoming Tortoise. But also, that tells me that they don't necessarily have, like, remove set. Blossoming Tortoise gets back the forest. Exiles a card from their hand. No! There goes Turtle. Guess we're just gonna ride the Argoth plan then. And we're just gonna start Gate to the Afterlife. Whenever a non-token creature control dies, you can pay a life, draw, and then discard a card. And now this is when they can start raiding. They will just get to loot through everything. Yep. Mm-hmm. Draw and then discard, baby. Draw and then discard. Sculpt that hand. Oof. I think losing the Besage, the turtle, actually hurt more. Maybe I should have led with that. O'Hare Kaslim is here. That's a pretty tasty reanimation target. They discarded God Pharaoh's Gift. Even though they could have theoretically played it. That scares me. Well, the good news is Argoth does give us something to do with our mana if we're just running leads. Titania Nightmare. It's pay X energy, sack a creature, return target creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Currently they have 3 energy, so they can now start looping Wriggling Grub. They're going to need a way to get more energy, though. Like, I think this is the biggest thing that's killing us right now, is that we just don't have a way to punch through blockers without drawing one of our big stompy cards. Ugh, lost our Eternal Wings. Okay, so they are going to get back their Boggart Trawler too. Oh wait, it goes back to hand. That's a huge problem for me. That is a huge problem. Because at this point, it means that we're getting in there purely on bear power. And you know what? Fine. It's not... There's just no reason for me to attack. Damn. I'm caught in a vice grip here. Until I find a way. Just... deal with them. That's bad. I have to sacrifice 3 creatures no matter what. Astronaut's going to trade with something. Sacrificing Titania worth here. I think I just lose a Souza. Oh, that's a Lotus Cobra. And then... Oh wait, no, Portal. Never mind. I'm scooping to that. I should have used the gate first. I completely forgot about that the portal was on the field. I just got so tunnel visioned. So we're getting to the point where we can get into stalemates. And our opponent actually had to fight pretty hard to keep us off of Titania there. So I think we were effective. But like we threatened a game plan is what we did. Ugh. Okay, this is not what we need. It says turn 1, Forest, Explore with Pit. Orb, Rexage, O'Hare. I think this is keepable. Delighted Halfling. We're up against 5 color. Ooh, heck. Now we have 3 mana. We can potentially go into a Rexage or Orb. Pit of Offering could work. I want to hold on to Pit. Then what? I play Titania, or I play Orb. I think we go ahead and just get the Orb. They're always gonna mill this one, so this would take 4. Then we hit a land next turn. 4 mana. What do we do with 4 mana? Play it Cosmo Elixir. Use Cosmo Elixir to potentially stabilize us a bit. The issue is that they are playing 5 color Eldrazi. So there's just like any number of things that this could end up being. Alright, so Cosmo Cosmo's done. Palantir. Put those lands on the bottom. They're gonna mill again. There's Puck. Land to potentially hit Ash O'Hare. Fine with that. And this copies Eldrazi triggers. Okay. So they have to pay 2 colorless though. They have colorless off of the Delighted Halfling and Snow Covered Woods. Haywire Might. I am fine with drawing Haywire Might next turn. It's because I think I want more of that artifact removal. This plays lands from the graveyard. The Dust Bowl would actually be pretty strong here. Because if we can start Dust Bowling all their pain lands, that's going to reduce the amount of like just raw resource they need to activate Ulek. It's going to be a little slow. And there's the enchantment that we want to get rid of. Okay, so Rex Sage that 1000%. We just always Rex Sage that. And now we go punch it with O'Hare. Yep. Now they know they don't have their enchantment. They're much more willing to block with their commander. World Tree. Well, I need to do something. I can play the Explorer, so let's do that. I guess I could exile something from my graveyard so that way we hit something green. And then they are just going to let us draw this. There's the One Ring. Okay, now we're popping. Now we're feeling keen. Oh, there's Supreme Verdict. Yeah, here's Behemoth. Here's Dust Bowl. I can't use Dust Bowl this turn. I can... guess I play Titania. Manglehorn is nice. Tireless Provisioner. I think we want Provisioner being letting us play treasures. Helps out. Of course, this is just 5 color control. And they have like just Wrath Supreme. That's a problem. We have the Dust Bowl. If we have 10 or more permanents? Okay. So then... sacrifice the pit. There we go. Now they can't get the World Tree. And now we can replay the Pit of Offerings and exile the World Tree. And also, there are other cool cards. And congratulations, we have one of our win conditions. Okay, we just need something that's a stronger win condition than this. Or at least one that's like more definitive. O'Hare's definitely a step in the right direction. Willemhog also a step in the right direction. So let's see, what's not working? The One Ring and Cosmo Elixir are exactly what I want. So that's good. Let's make sure that our naturalize effects are separated so we don't accidentally cut them out. Put a moment counter on target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control, and also exile artifact. Our steward's arm is I don't really play mono green enough to really appreciate that. But like this is also removal. 6 Roiling Growth, Rex Sage. Don't want to remove. Utopia Sprawl, Keeper, Kami. Is Lotus Cobra awkward? It might be. Let's see. Let's try and imagine the scenario where Lotus Cobra. Good, right? Or big stompy creatures to help us run over. Or things to help Titania. Actually, hold on. Wasn't there a land? Yeah, there's a land to help. Why are we not running that? Yeah, there's also ambush. It's also kind of Layer of the Hydra is also kind of a land. Makes a this is also kind of a land. Rishkar potentially one, I guess. Is it worth including Hall of Taxon to slow roll power stones to help power our lands? It seems really bad. Arid Archway. Yeah, test for additional mana. Isn't it like a cave or something? I feel like it wasn't. Pit of Offering, what was it? Target creature can't block this turn, activate only as a sorcery. Move a counter from target permanent you control onto another permanent. Let's see. Sunken Citadel has spend as it enters tapped. Here's a color. 2 of the chosen color. Spend this only to activate abilities of land sources. I think that's worth. I don't think we. That also might be worth running. I just wanted to make sure we don't accidentally run too many non-green sources. Let's see, you can make itself a copy of the One Ring. Copy of some other stuff. Power Stone cards. So bad. Like it does start paying for itself, but that takes a little bit and we're not gonna have the time to do that. I think I do run Tranquil Thicket at least. I think I run both of those. Then maybe I need to get a little more aggressive with using Gate in the Cave. That is entirely possible. Versus Cave is another way to find Argoth. Those Dust Bolt. Courtyard. Strengthless Thicket cycles. Hunter's Maze, sack it to draw a card. Shift Woodland. 8. Castle. I guess that's fine. So, what are the scenarios where Lotus Cobra is good? We go turn 1, Dork. Turn 2, play the Lotus Cobra. Play a land. It gives us an extra mana. the land potentially comes into play tapped, we get a chance to play a 1-drop. Really that good. And we could probably drop the Explorer too, if that's going to be the case. So like go super light on 2-drops. Yeah, I think go super light on 2-drops. Then it just helps us win the game. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments? No. Conduit is cool. Legion of Clay, interesting. Creatures you control have trample. Then we play an okay amount of artifacts. I've seen some lists playing Scapeshift. I don't think that's what this deck is about. Toski doesn't help if we can't actually punch through. Get the 4-draw specific. This is where we need. Careless Vault is a wrap. Exile all non-land permanents. We also get like barn stuff. That might be something worth considering. So like put in Perilous Vault. Then put in one more absolute Pow Alley. Look at our rares and mythics, because that is factually where we are suffering right now. Cavalier Thorns is a pretty beefy creature. We can put that back in for something that's a little more final. Primal Command kind of some stuff. This card can actually like top deck one of your opponent's lands, and then you can shuffle it away. That's incredibly rude. Or the Wild Speaker. Run. Natural Growth. Definitely not Paradox Engine. Whisperwood Elemental? That's Wrath Insurance? There's Ren in 7. We can play Ren in 7 now. It is Ren in 7. The old Might Stone, Meek Stone. I mean, it actually is, right? Like, it is removal. And then it is draw cards. And then also it helps pay for these activated abilities. I'm going to give it a try, actually. Like, it sounds nuts. It sounds nuts. But, like, colorless removal, or to draw 2. And then every time afterwards, it just helps take care of the cost of Argoth, so we can make lots of bears. That might be a thing. Let's see. Utopia Sprawl onto Catacombs. Goes into Courser or Druid. Courser helps us find lands off the top. Case of the Locked House also draws us. Those the One Ring. Beseiju. Centaur, Elemental. We can just avoid counter magic. I want to be able to draw the turn we play the One Ring, so I'll play the Case of Locked House first. Druid class doesn't do anything off the top. I will play Beseiju first. I can play Titania. The Cruiser is going to help us dig for more lands faster. We are playing with the top of our deck revealed, of course. So they know we have a Tranquil Furl back coming up. They don't know about Cavern. If they tap out, we go case. They tapped out, so we're going case. Which will give us an additional land drop if we do manage to hit that land pocket. Arid Archway is nice. This just draws us a land. And then this can name the elemental Titania. Okay, doing all right. We are doing okay for ourselves. Polar Bear comes down. Grazer can block it? That's a thing we can do. They have Oracle of Moldiah. It's like Courser of Crufix, except it accelerates them a little better. Oh, no, you don't want to send the message with the Gilded Goose. Oh, but they are going to make another food. It's pretty good for them, actually. I can play the One Ring now and start going up. I think I like that. Do I want to play the Tranquil Thicket off the top? I think with the One Ring, it's a land. So let's play the One Ring. One Ring has now resolved. We're good to go ahead and just like start smacking back and forth with this. The One Ring down. So we're going to be able to start making use of our mana a lot faster than they can. Nothing in the graveyard. They have House Meld though. That is really bad for us. Means that they hit our Courser of Crufix now. That's hexproof as long as it hasn't dealt yet. But they also know that we have a throwback. Oh, do they hold on to the House Meld? Oh. They're gonna mutate. Now the Courser of Crufix can't block. Oh. That's interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and draw some more cards. They get to see everything that we draw, including the fact that we now have Pock. We don't want them to have Pock with the frickin' House Meld on top. How do we want to... I think, see, currently at 3, 4, 5. We're 2 lands away from the case. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get back this Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to go for a reshuffle. See if we can hit another land off the top. Well, that's not a pry bar. I guess I could have... Well, no, I don't want to play Pock. I really don't want to. And I definitely don't want, oh wait, no, with the Gilded Goose, they don't even have to. It's just pay blue, sack of food, and they had 2 food already, so they never have to attack. They can just feed it with the goose. The goose can, they can just wake up in the morning and go full kingpin with the eggs. That's disgusting. All right, we're actually in trouble now, even though we have the One Ring. Like, as long as they have House Meld and I don't have a way to, like, protect myself, I just get to do whatever. House Meld. Just exile target creature. Go. How they can... They have enough... No, they don't have enough to play. They are. What are they doing? Oh no, they're going to part the water veil. That's bad. I will just take 6, I guess. There's loot. return from the wilds. Oh, River's Rebuke. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I come back from this. I can cast the One Ring and try and set myself up. But that's only for like a turn. That River's Rebuke effectively destroyed me. Oh, God. Okay, so like we have to cast the One Ring. Congrats. I can Elk the Archipelago. It's not as effective as just playing Druid class this turn. And like hoping that I manage to pull something. Oh god. It's continuity. Yeah, this is blue-green beatdown at its finest, folks. Like the house meld is essentially gonna make it so that way any creature I play is completely invalid. And now what they can do is they're very likely gonna be able to draft the Counterspell Shark. Junk Wine. It's somehow even worse. No. We're still getting outsped by the other green decks. We don't have the mana to even do like a Perilous Vault. We don't have... Do we have 4, 5, 6, 7? And the risk 672, yeah, we're just gonna bow out. That we are onto something though. Being able to potentially board wipe creatures out of this. This might be the most artifact heavy green deck that I've seen in a long time. Discard a card, creature, create a creature type that's a copy of random creature card. Random creature card with mana. This is a Momer Vig card. This is a Momer Vig. This is a Momer Vig card. Create a token that's a copy of a random creature card. This is a creature. This is a Momer Vig card. This is a Momer Vig card. Huh. That is tempting. Be really fun actually. Spawning Pod doesn't get there. Isika's Chariot. Create a token that's a copy of a token you could already control. There is the Head Shredder. I'm not running this card because we are running mill effects, but I guess with the Argoth, want this anyway? I don't know. I think that's probably a little slow for where we're at. I think it's good, but also Skullspore Nexus does help us survive rats. It's X the cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Assuming that it's literally just Titania, this 8-cost card becomes a 5-cost. It's reasonable. Kind of same with the Great Henge. There's a good old Ghost Vacuum. Can't go wrong with Ghost Vacuums. There's Grindstone, but we have no Painter Servant. Probably for the best. Black Blade and whips makes My wife just sent me a message saying that the Momer basic card is in draft. And like, you know what? That's that's probably completely fair. Sacrifice Cryptic, Surveil 3, then draw 3. Activate only if it has 5 or more unlocked. Wait, I can run Emerald Medallion. Why am I not running Emerald? That's exactly the kind of card that I want for this deck. I've thought about running Mesmeric before. I don't think it's worth a slot here when it's not doing like CD stuff. So there's the Filigree Silex. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to or less. There's a reason why that. There's Torpor Orb, Tome of Legend. Tome of Legends is potentially draw worthy. There's the Crucible. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, make a bat. What can we run in here? What helps us out here? Karn Silex. Players can't pay life to cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. We can't run this because of all of our fetch lands. So that is a very real cost. All activated. Let's see. It has all activated abilities of all lands in all greens. Bracket fetch for the fetch for a land. Mithril Coat. Is this something I want to run to protect Titania? Maybe I do. Maybe, like, I have seen Titania hit enough removal that more ways to protect her. File. We don't need file, fortunately. We have like plenty of ramp here. When it enters, conjure Urza's Mine, Power Plant, and Tower into your library, then shuffle. And then whenever it attacks or dies, you seek an Urza land. That's actually kind of cute. Whenever a permanent you control is put into your graveyard, you get energy. Pay 6 energy. Look at the top 6 and may cast a spell from among them. That's actually really good in this deck, right? I think that's actually really good in this deck because we're doing so many like fetch lands and mill stuff. You mill 4 cards off the land. You fetch a couple lands. If I get a mythic, that might be a good card to put on there. Definitely not a Darksteel Reactor. Dragon Throne of Tarkir. Equip that onto Titania. Make all the other creatures good. It might just be grab a Scoot Swarm. Grab a Scoot Mob. I mean, kind of crazy that we're playing Scoot Mob already, right? Here's one. Phyrexian Processor. As an energy, you pay any amount of life. So you go ahead, you pay some amount of life, and then you just start like spitting out massive creatures because of Titania. Like if you're playing black or mono green life gain, turn that life into a resource. We don't get to play Chain Veil, unfortunately. Still haven't had a chance to play well with Lost Dreams, but I did specifically craft it for this deck. Mind's Eye is another one. That's another one that can go pretty crazy with this deck. I think Jamil's too slow. Portal is honestly probably a good game ending artifact. Kind of like God Pharaoh's Gift. We already have God Pharaoh's Gift. Gets back big creatures. We can exile Titania. I think that's definitely probably getting a little too lost in the sauce. This should be fine for now. Then like add a Scoot. All right. So like, here's 7 cards that we want to add. Of these cards, the processor might be going a little deep into it, but I think that's okay. We have a lot of ramp, but there's also a lot of really strong aggro decks that are eating through us. So that's probably not a reason to run it. This one's on a maybe list. Skullspore Nexus. This card is just like a beating. Like, this is really, really good. Then anytime Titania dies, just make big dinosaur. All right, I'm gonna cut the processor because I don't think we can handle enough. I don't think we're quite at that point where we can reliably use it. That's kind of up for debate. I think I'm willing to cut the... Sure. Put in, like... a medallion. Hold on to the rest of these, because we don't want to cut, like, wing comp for something else. Leaving the Virtua Strength? Like, I'm pretty adamant about leaving in the Virtual Strength just because it does get back at our land, and it also fishes back any of the creatures we need for 1 mana. That's actually pretty nice. It also hits really big off the Paleontar. Let's see. What else do we need? Mycospawn is a cast trigger to search for our land. I want to make sure we don't, like, cut our land searchers. I don't know that we actually have, like, a lot of them to begin with right now. Like, it's Sylvan Scrying, Primetime, Sowing Mycospawn, Elvish Reclaimer, Archdruid, and then... Roll back your more cost card. It's all non-land permanents. Sure to be exactly what it is. Oh damn, it's already 10:30. Okay. Overback, Leaping Railway. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just have to be. Let's see, the Megalhorn was doing some stuff against those treasures. I wonder if that's good enough. Some effects that I'm still... Expedition map that searches. Oh, things that are just like not land. That seems to be like a good number to hold on to. I haven't seen Mycospawn yet. When we do. Freak. Definitely nothing from the first. Spelunking good. Not getting a lot of use out of Nissa. Like, it's weird. I'm not getting a lot of use out of our landfall cards. Maybe it's because we're not really playing in Azusa where it just wants to spend like multiple lands a turn, but we are just kind of consistently recycling through cards. I think Provisioner is still okay to hold on to because Provisioner's treasures can be stored for later. Provisioner also makes the food. Also makes the food that can help get our life back up with everyone else. I have not been impressed by Railback. It's secretly a 4-drop. Secretly a 4/5 drop. Keep wanting it to be a 3-drop. I am cutting a little bit back on the naturalized effects by increasing on the creature interaction. So that should be a worthwhile trade. Guardian Project might also just be way too slow here, now that we are going like heavier into the artifact draw. Like, it's weird to say Guardian Project as a slow card when we actually want to go slow, when we want our creatures gaining value. Let's see, hard to cut. One more card to cut. Let's go ahead. What's up? Hey, Brody man. What's up? We're just we're cooking with Titania tonight. And I feel like we're close to making this work. Portal with Mills, pretty cool. Replacing Great Henge with, or replacing Guardian Project with Great Henge. And then it's like Skullspore, Nexus, and Mithril Coat. Mithril Coat does protect Titania. Skullspore just replaces on creatures. Let's cut the Mithril Coat and give this a try. Like, I don't like having to constantly cast Titania. It also attaches to Azusa though. Attaches to O'Hare. Let's play this a little bit and then see what single card we could cut for the coat. Is this all this deck wants to do? Is see you turn into a giant woman? A giant woman! Exactly. That is why the Twitch stream is named that. That is why... Oh, okay, the Twitch stream isn't named that, but that's why the deck is that. And, oh god, so this is Xenagoat. It's true though. All I want to do is be someone who gets to see Titania turn into a giant woman. That's all I want to do, and it's been like the single hardest battle of my life. Reclaimer does not get us to turn 3 fast enough here. We're gonna maul this again, go down to 6. I did just craft a Nissa for this deck, so now I officially have a Nissa. That's how far I'm willing to go for this. 5. Okay, we'll keep the 5 here. Scoot Swarm. And put back the Lotus Field, maybe? Put back Elf. Put back Elf on the shelf. We have so many tools to find lands now. We do. Alright, so here's Elvish Mystic. If it does not get bolted. Pretty big if against the Xenagoat deck. Then we can go ahead and play Scoot Swarm. No, it's Bird of Paradise. Okay. Sweet. Alright, that's Scoot. Scoot's a really important card. I'm playing the Scoot first. Very specifically. Because I need to start making tokens. That's a land. Here's Titania. Here's Lotus Field. Sacrifice both of these. Get some extra life. Now we only have 1 land, but now we can go Elixir, Forest, start refilling. This deck, I'm actually really liking the shape of the deck. It's basically, it's kind of like mono green Life Gain. That Titania does get you a lot of life, so you get to play cards like Cosmo Elixir to benefit off that. You can use a lot of the more powerful artifact draw as opposed to the The green draw that likes to key off of power, ferocious, like Garrick's Horde. Okay, so you're just gonna drop Xenagoat now. Yes, you are. So we get a free shot in. Oh, Hare. I don't think I'm allowed to say no to O'Hare. I think O'Hare is part of what's going to help us ramp back up, even though I would love to play the Cosmo Elixir this turn. O'Hare is just more on curve. Having more tools to search for lands is also really good. I am missing at least 2 searches that I would like to have because I just have not crafted them yet. Maybe I just craft one of those. One of them's the Delirium, the other's the Collect Evidence card. This may be a scenario where... Ooh, Toski. Against... Oh, that is gonna make this a bitch. Alright, so Titania is not gonna get there. Unless... it gains haste, but it does not lose the haste. I guess the haste kind of becomes irrelevant after the first turn. Alright. Mightstone and Meekstone. Let's go ahead and melt that. And now, boom. And boom. Alright, so we're just going to get the full 6 off of O'Hare. Rec stage and hello, prime time. They reveal that many cards you may put a creature and or land. You get to grab both. Ah, yes. We're gonna grab Argoth for sure. That's a given. And then, can I just start dust quartering them? I feel like I might be able to. I would kind of really enjoy doing that. I think if I start dust quartering them, I'd just get there. This is supposed to be at the 5 lands, though. But we do also have the Might and Weak Stone to help pay for Argoth. Holy shit! Holy shit, we did it! That's the other thing too. Oh my god, it worked. It worked. This is literally removal. And then the extra mana helps pay for Argoth. Or Dust Bowl. And now we're in a position where we can literally just go pay 3 mana, sacrifice a forest, start shooting your lands, and then also the Primetime and O'Hare are going to get us more lands. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And we beat Xenagod. Like, don't get me wrong. We have been losing a lot today. We have lost most of our games, in fact. But the deck feels correct. The deck feels correct. It's just missing the pieces. Can't help but notice the lack of actual factual giant woman. Ain't that the truth? I have gotten to do it exactly twice today. Twice tonight. And one time I was up against a Hera Parent deck where they just walled it with all their goddamn rabbits. And then the second time it was like I was 1 point of damage short, but then I forgot that they had an untapped 4/4. This is our second Rocco for deck get for the night. And they're going first, so we really need to try and hit that 1-drop. This is an awkward. This is an awkward 1-drop. This is an awkward 1-drop that isn't really a 1-drop with this hand specifically. I think I can keep this. This is Birds of Paradise into Cultivate. Silverback Elder helps to catch us up. I think I put back. I think I have to put back the Argoth. I'm gonna need the Silverback Elder. I'm gonna try and like spike it later. Like we're gonna reshuffle our deck off the Cultivate anyway. We just have so many ways to search. Well, with Lost Dreams is nice to see. I have yet to have a chance to play with this. I crafted it specifically for this deck. Ideally, it just becomes a pay to draw to. Okay, there's the Utopia Sprawl. That. Play Cultivate. It might have even been worth playing the Utopia Sprawl first. We do get to play the Silverback Elder now. It's a counter on Rocco. They're gonna get the counters regardless. Rocco is just like a stronger PNLR because they get so much of the red-green exile effects. Rocco being a 4/6 is also really good. At least Silverback. Also, any reason for the late stream? So I'm switching to later streams very specifically because I'm kind of pulling back from treating streaming as my regular work schedule. This makes 6 mana. Anything with 6 mana I can cast Silverback Elder. It's kind so like my regular work day, I am focusing much more on practicing my art, but also primarily doing writing and video editing. Like I am committed to getting these VODs created for V Chronicle. In fact, I just finished our Golf with Friends collab. This is going to be an absolute ass load of damage, and I don't have any way to stop that. So, and this can just search for any basic with modified creatures. God damn it. Oh, they're not. Okay, well, now I have to. Now I have to. Like, okay. I think it's gonna be land. So basically, I'm trying to get myself into a proper work cycle where I can actually get a lot of the projects I want to get done. And then because I'm doing that, I just don't have the time to stream normally during the day now. That's 3 mana. I think I win this if I just keep accelerating. It's quarter. It's quarter up. So now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potentially. 10, 11. We have enough to play Ulamog. All right, there are 5, 6 mana. That's a Tali. Why do you get to play a Tali? More importantly, why did you get Sylvan Safekeeper right after I got my Ulamog? And there's the alarm. So yeah, it's basically because I had to reassert that my goal is not to make it big as a streamer, but to be an author. And also to put out interesting videos. Why? Oh, you taunt me. You taunt me, good sir. You doth taunt me. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not enough for Ulamog. That is not enough for... So then... How do we want to do this? I think I have to play the Scoot Swarm. Scoot Swarm is part of what's going to get me there. I would love to Might Stone, get rid of the Safekeeper. I think that's part of what I have to do. Then... Yeah, let's go ahead and... Well, Might Stone, we'll get rid of the Safekeeper. And then... What? Archduous Charm? Okay, that kind of works. I don't just want to play Scoot Swarm naked. I think I just grab some sort of cool land. Let's go ahead and grab, say, Misty Rainforest. And that's 3 mana. That is not 3 mana. What am I thinking? But if you Ulamog with the Safekeeper out... I fucked this up. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. I lost the Scoot Swarm. You can make them sack other lands, which is hilarious. Oh, that, yeah, you're thinking of Emrakul. You're thinking of Emrakul. Yeah, I messed that up. And they have the Great Henge coming out now. I guess I can hit that with Ulamog. I just kind of have to, like, weather this turn. Weather this turn. Cast Ulamog, use Well of Dreams. Oh, hey, that's Quintorius. Well, now they can just, like, discover and, like, get more free stuff. At least Atali's not transforming this turn. Like, that's actually the most important thing. You're currently trying to make a Brea deck. What kind of Brea deck are you trying to make? Because I do have Doth Brea deck. Now, let's just get rid of Atali and Quintorius. Showdown of the Skulls. That draws the cards. And we lost the Scoot Swarm that we really needed. I did not sequence this correctly. Oh, never mind. They just have, like, frickin' everything. They can cast Get Lost, get rid of Pock. Yep. I think that means I just fucking die. Now I lose Silverback Elder. Yeah. No, I'll take this. They do get to search for a land. There's too many potential directions. Well, I have a Brea deck. If that is relevant to your interests. Also... I could Well of Lost Dreams. I could start drawing there. The One Ring, I think, helps me out the most. So let's... The One Ring. They do get a +1/+1 counter. Is it on your Moxfield? It should be on my Moxfield. So let's see. Let's go tap 2, 3, 4. 6. That's still not enough. That is still not enough. 7, 8. All right. I guess I just... I guess I play the Well of Lost Dreams then. And then pay 2. And then grab Forest. And then... get another Forest. What am I even doing with my life right now? I don't have any... I'm just... I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't think I get out of this scenario. It's Construct Turbo, yeah? Yeah, it is. It is. Simulacrum is a hell of a drug. Simulacrum synthesizer just, like, goes so hard.
Never go it alone.
I keep thinking that... I keep forgetting that the Castle Game breaks can't actually, like, help pay for each other. And... IDK.
You're about to be.
Like, on the plus side, we're not taking damage. It's not like we're taking damage. But if we'd hit, like, the artifact that exiles all non-land permanents, I think we're sitting pretty good. And hey, Well of Lost Dreams is already, like, doing some good stuff. Yep, there's a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Showdown continues to exile. I'd probably have to exile the Kami and also a Tali. Party Thraster says non-creature spells from exile have Convoke.
Discoveries are around every corner.
Man. I guess the first thing is just going to be tap the One Ring, draw to see if we can hit our Wrath. But even then, we're like not in a great position. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Each of these... I hope my opponent is enjoying taking game actions. Like, they just have no fear of Wraths whatsoever. Absolutely none. There's Crucible Worlds. Do I have anything cool I can do with Crucible? Probably not. God, I'm so sick of them. All the cards. I want to draw cards too. Oh, that's Cosmo Elixir. We have plenty of things that make us go along, but we have no way to actually, like, go big or go home. That's 6. Like, okay, like, eat a Tali, eat a Kami, destroy target artifact. You know, I probably could have stopped a lot of that nonsense if I just started casting more creatures. Destroy target. Sure, why not? Hold on, do we just, like, get more... We get, what, 2 additional land drops? I can't. Like, I can't. Why are you asking me if I can't? I'm doing this literally just to, like, do whatever I can to stabilize. I'm gonna set an upkeep trigger just in case I'm like alive for whatever reason. Like I really doubt that I have any way to like survive any of this. Especially since all their creatures now fly. You already had lethal from the Absent Falcon. You didn't need to rub salt on the wound with the hardened scales. Alright, let's go for one last game and then we'll call it a night. I was tapped out. They had no reason to not just play Falconer and swing. Brigon, Soldier of Miletus. Well, this is at least going to be a fast one. It's the new heroic mono white commander. I'm interested in seeing what this does, but this may end up being a non. All right, keep the 6. We have Flare of Cultivation plus Archdruid. I can play the Delighted Halfling, go into Flare of Cultivation. I think that's what I need to do. And if that's the case, I probably put back Sunken Citadel. Sunken Citadel helps pay for the land. Maybe Brokers, actually. Halfling could honestly be good. Just to get around like Mana Tithe. If that ends up being relevant, you know, so be it. I guess holding on to the fetch land is relevant for Titania purposes. Giver of Runes, that is a perfectly cromulent card. Means that they are not holding up mana to counter the Archdruid Charm or Titania. The One Ring, I am happy to see that. Go ahead and grab our Argoth. Argoth also potentially... Argoth with Sunken Citadel actually helps out a lot, now that I think about it. Maybe that was the correct play. Maybe I'm actually a genius. Now we can go to Tanya, Landware Elf, have a couple of blockers, play the Citadel, start turboing at some Ox Amber. That's going to affect how we want to sequence this in case they have Emerald Medallion. I don't think that's what I'm... All right, do you want to mana tithe a Landware Elf? Did not think so. And now Sunken Citadel. Ooh, 4/4, that's big. I'm really just kind of hoping that chump blockers for days plus land can help us get back a lot of this. And looks like they're going really hard on just like +1/+1 counters. Like targeted puts a counter on. Now this is heroic, not valiant, so Giver Runes does not do anything to be on. Oh my god! Proxy? Hey! What's up, girl? What is up? I didn't know you were... Oh, I must have missed the notification. You were up and running, weren't you?
You just went...
Hey!
Boom.
Hey, what's up, Raiders? My name is Hero Girl. I'm your friendly local neighborhood hero tuber, and I have started doing some late night magic. Silence? Silence. I mean, that... Yeah? Okay, I guess that actually does mean... I guess Giver of Runes does mean that Brigon just, like, gets through all of my chump blockers. It's like, that's not irrelevant. They must be really confident that they have a kill next turn then. And... I can't trust that they don't have, like, any untapped stuff. Hey, yeah, sorry to raid and run, but you're exhausted. Yeah, no problems. Thank you so much for stopping by as we're actually getting ready to rest up here. But thank you all so much. If you like Magic, if you love Final Fantasy 14, Or even if you love the silly stuff, I do stream with a collab group called Feed Chronicle. Go ahead, give a follow, and then also check us out on the YouTubes. I don't want to run. Wait, hold on. This is just hold on. Your opponent can't cast spells this turn. This is activating the abilities, right? I'm actually going to go ahead and do this real quick so I can go ahead and get that extra drop. Silence, that's really, really aggressive. We can like get any sort of creature card on the board. Back there. She also has vigilance. And she can draw out the cards at instant speed. As long as we don't like die this turn, we can still play the One Ring. We play the One Ring and we can save ourselves probably what is the bulk of the pain coming our way. Let's see, what are we trying to dig to? We do have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana currently. So there are some bigger creatures we can grab out here. We're also just like running out of gas, but they're going to start using Bregon to start cashing in to keep the game going. This is really cool. I like this. Yep, that's a lot of damage. Pro green. Yep, that means that she can get through no problem. Elk is not going to help. Give her runes just like makes the elk or fall off. We are not going to survive yet another turn. Can't even like get through. Like this is not sorcery speed. They don't need to do. They're doing all of this on 3 lands. Is there a world where I can go? Let's see. Play 1, 2, 3. There is not. I don't. It only gives me like 4 additional mana. So let's go ahead. Hit 1 ring territory. Then try and draw something off of Hunter Maze next turn, I guess. I want to cash in the Hunter Maze this turn. I need to cash it in on this turn. Conduit is technically a card. I can try getting another redraw off the One Ring. That's Kami of Bamboo Grove. That is not what I need. The Giver of Rune is what's big here. I don't have enough fight spells. I don't have enough like pure removal. If I draw like Urza is probably what I'm drawing towards here. Griff Boon to make it fly. Yep. Now it no longer needs Archdruid's help. Okay, well, we have Tyler's Provisioner. Tyler's Provisioner can make us food tokens. Food tokens help us get through stuff. We're not running Skullfist. What? Do we have any other lands that can help us out here? If we're kind of just floundering. I'm trying to think. What helps us out? It's probably the Provisioner. It's probably Provisioner. Play a land. Alright, so that's currently 1, 2, 3. I could get it with food. Treasure has a higher chance to high roll. Oh wait, no, the Citadel, right. Wait, is this just whenever one or more lands? It is. It is. So, like, we're turbo dead, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're turbo dead. I am really impressed. I am really impressed by this deck. The silence was... That was a huge tempo win for them. Like... Feat of Resistance. Yep. And apparently they didn't feel the need to draw, so like... This last one is... They're lethal. I'm tapped out though, so... Yeah. I'm stunned. Absolutely stunned. I was not expecting to get fucking blown out the water like that. What the hell? You get to play all the protection spells. You get to play a lot of really obscure +1/+1 tech. You just like cash it in for draw. I mean, like realistically, they don't get that if they don't have the Giver runes. But we use the Archdruid's Charm to grab a land instead. Otherwise, it is put Titania into play, play Archdruid's Charm, but then potentially get blown out by them holding up a Feat of Resistance. Or even a Light the Way to return Giver back to their hand, so like it doesn't matter. Well, I'm sorry that anyone who's sticking around after the raid, and that was the game that we had to end on. But you know, that's kind of what we do around here. Is we do a lot of brewing. We do a lot of brewing. We do a lot of experimental stuff, and like pull something up before we end this. Like and analyze the pollen, search for a basic, and then you can collect evidence to search for just like a creature or land. That's really big. Same with traverse the Ovenwald. That's got the delivering cost on there. We don't need to Stompy. Yeah, so it's like I think it's these two cards that I would love to add in. I'm gonna have to figure out which one to prioritize crafting. But then again, there's just so many different cards to craft. But if it's to make Titania like more viable, I am willing to spend the additional resources. But I'm going to go ahead and get this deck uploaded tonight. And I'm going to continue working on it. And then I'm also going to try and hit the Brawl Hub Discord up to see if they have any thoughts. In the meantime, still have any leftover raiders? I think we do. So let's go ahead and pass on the love since Proxy wanted to stop by. We do have another Magic VTuber that is currently going. Defil J, who has some really cool stuff. So let's go ahead. We'll stop by there. And then right now, stream times are a little sporadic, but I am continuing to stream Magic like Mondays, Tuesdays, kind of. And then I do pretty consistently stream on Friday. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. And then we'll see you next time. Same hero time, same hero channel. Later, folks. Check us out on the YouTubes. It's Hero Girls VT.
Nice hit right there. No removal. Hero Girls VT, welcome.